It's been a few weeks since I joined Caelor as CEO, and from day one, I made a very conscious decision. I wanted to learn everything there is about our products, not just at a high level, but how customers actually use them, how partners implement them, and where they create real value. So I've been talking to many customers and partners and getting hands-on myself. And I thought, why not share what I'm learning? So this is the first in a series of videos where I take you through that journey, one product at a time. Today, we are starting with Cosmos, and I'll tell you why in a second. I started remotely. No office, no in-person onboarding, no lunch with the team or drinks after my first day. I was lucky in one sense because I already knew the people at Caelor. But even so, the first day has a certain feeling to it. You are handed a laptop, you get access to a bunch of tools, and you are kind of on your own to figure out how the company actually works. Now put yourself in the shoes of someone who doesn't know anyone yet. That disconnection is real. I've worked with Atlassian tools for many years, and I genuinely think Confluence is one of the most underestimated products out there. It's powerful, it scales, it helps teams collaborate and document and share knowledge in ways few other tools can match. But as organizations grow, it gets harder to navigate. Here's how I think about it. Confluence is like an enormous building, thousands of rooms, staircases going in every direction. You can get anywhere, but it's easy to get lost. You move through rooms, up and down floors, and at some point you just think, where am I? How did I get here? Cosmos changes how you enter that building entirely. Suddenly there is a lobby where you are welcomed, one that's actually designed with your company's colors, your branding, your identity. You walk in and immediately know where you are. Clean navigation, signpost, a way to get where you need to go without wandering. Instead of navigating a system, you feel like you've arrived somewhere that feels like home. So from the moment I opened our Cosmos site, our intranet, it felt like Caelor. The branding, the colors, but more than that, I could immediately see what was going on in the company. Updates from teams, who's who, the handbook, the org structure, everything in one place. It gave me a real sense of the culture from day one, and it naturally became the place I kept coming back to. In practical terms, Cosmos turns Confluence into a proper intranet experience. Instead of a loose collection of spaces and pages, you have a real starting point, a branded homepage that brings together news, updates and events, tailored to you based on your role or location. This doesn't only prevent information overload, but also allows you to target teams with specific information. They will be seeing what's relevant to them without you having to restrict the access to everything else. You can explore the people directory, who's who, team structures, reporting lines, skills, or even hobbies and interests. It makes the organization visible in a way that Confluence alone never quite manages. And it solves some practical problems that often just go unaddressed. A global navigation menu so you are never truly lost. Proper editorial control so communications are structured, visible, and findable. Not buried in a Slack thread or in an email nobody can locate a week later. This made a huge difference for me as a new joiner. But this isn't just an onboarding tool. The people who get the most out of Cosmos aren't new starters. They are the ones who've been at the company for years and are tired of information being scattered everywhere. It solves a problem that doesn't go away after week one. What makes Cosmos different from other intranet solutions is pretty simple. It builds on something people already use. It doesn't replace Confluence, but it expands it. The same tool your teams use to document decisions or plan campaigns suddenly becomes a place for company-wide communication too. And in most organizations, that connection is missing. Work happens in Confluence and communication happens somewhere else. In emails that get lost, in messages that disappear. And as a leader, that gap is a real problem. You want your message to reach people, to land, and to still be findable a month later. Cosmos creates exactly that, a central, reliable place for communication that's directly connected to the work itself. And that's what makes it stick. So yeah, looking back at my first few weeks, Cosmos was one of those things that stood out immediately. Not because of what it's on paper, but because of what it actually felt like to use it. It gave me a starting point, a real sense of how the company works, how the teams communicate, how information flows, how everything connects. And now that onboarding is well behind me, I still open it every day. It's just where I go when I want to know what's going on or I want to share something new with the team. It just becomes part of how you operate. And if you are an Atlassian solution partner, Cosmos is definitely worth taking a closer look. The information architecture, the navigation, how content is organized, training programs, ongoing optimization, customers need help with all of that. And there is a real opportunity for partners who get ahead of it. Reach out if you want to talk through what that could look like. And if you're a customer, same thing. Happy to exchange ideas and hear your feedback anytime. Shoot me a message. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and I promise you more videos are going to follow soon. Thank you for watching and take care.